Three of you, I guess, have you guys just been settling into Fayetteville these past few months?
Well, I can say that the trip from the apartment to the office is kind of cool. That's about what we know right now. My family and I'll go, but my family's still back in Tennessee. They were out this weekend. We're when I say we, she's doing the house hunting and whatnot. So, but Fayetteville's been great. The people have been great. The passion for football here, the passion for athletics here is second to none. So we're excited to be out here as a family. Excited to be out here as a coach.
Luckily, I was able to get my family to come out this weekend. They're still in Alabama right now, but I'm going to finish up school and then get here toward the end of school. But we actually were able to get out and explore a little bit this past weekend. And the time I've been here, man, just great hospitality. I mean, great people. You obviously see the passion for Arkansas football. And, just a great community. It really has a great family feel, a lot to do. So excited about that and excited about getting my family here so they can experience it as well.
I'm still in an apartment, so I don't know. No, my wife's not here yet, but heck, last weekend was the first time we had a day off since we've been here. So I did walk down downtown square, and I got to walk around Fayetteville Lake this weekend, so it was nice.
And Chad, I think for you were just a opposing coordinator in this stadium not too long ago. What were your impressions of Arkansas special teams unit a season ago?
Well, I tell you, they were when we were breaking them down, getting ready to play. I thought it was a very talented group, and it was one of those games where both sides needed a win, and so every play was pivotal. And when it comes to special teams, it's about a one-shot mentality because you only get one play, and so watching Arkansas last year and breaking them down, and I just thought they were had a lot of talented guys that played really hard on special teams. And now that we've been here for a little while, with the roster that we currently have, I see a lot of guys that are really bought into it, and really want to do a great job on special teams. We have a lot of guys constantly every day reaching out, hey, coach, can we meet some? Can we talk some? So there's a lot of excitement about special teams. So obviously there's already been something here in place that got people fired up about special teams, and then also some of the guys that we brought in. So really looking forward to working with these guys.
Tim, Coach Silverfield has shared that you had maybe some opportunities to, bigger jobs while you guys are at Memphis, and you were pretty adamant and wanting to be loyal to him. I'm just curious, what about him makes that brings about that loyalty from you?
I've been in the business a long time, and what I learned in the business is you want to be around good human beings. Coaching football really isn't that difficult when you really break down the X's and O's. Okay, you want to be around good human beings. You're around people who believe in the same stuff you believe in. So as a head coach, he has his culture, he has his standards, he has his beliefs as a head coach. As an assistant coach, no matter who you're with, you better see eye to eye with the head coach, or you're gonna be looking for a job pretty quick. But it's a lot easier to see eye to eye with the head coach when his beliefs and his standards of what he believes a football program should be, or what he believes, and it takes a win in the football program, match my beliefs. So when opportunities come across your desk, me and my wife learned a long time ago that happiness is worth a lot of zeros. And when you're around good people and you're around good human beings, and you're winning, stay put and build some stability in your family and stay with good people.
Ron, just curious, you've been doing this a long time. What is the identity of a successful Ron Roberts defense? When you have a defense that is really good in a certain year, what do you think is there one identity maybe that sticks out in your mind?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. We try to break it down as when you watch us play, what should you see? You want to be able to see that we're technically sound, we're fundamentally sound. We're going to line up the formation, all that, the general things in football. We're going to line up things right. We're going to defensive formation properly and leverage it. And then I talk about two things. This is you should be able to see us. So we're going to play with passion. Our kids should play extremely hard. You should be able to see it in the way we play, that we love the football game. And love each other and respect each other by the performance that we put on the football field. You should be able to see that in the tape and how well we pursue the football. And we're going to create havoc. I mean, that's it. You look for the defense is built most time nowadays. It's like it's creating negative plays, creating the turnovers, getting the ball back for your offense as soon as you can. And then, how does that look, especially getting it done? Well, it can look different ways because every time you face an opponent, you're always talking about what do you got to do to win the game, And it's not always just clear cut and dry. It's not always, hey, stop the run, defend the pass. No, it's not. If those guys are all running 400 meters and takes them about 8 seconds to run about 80 yards, sometimes you got to stop the pass and, and hold on a run. So I don't give a credit what it is. We're going to find a way to make them throw left-handed and do the thing and take away what they do best.
Coach, the jack position, I was curious, what characteristics you're looking for in that position. Is it just a straight pass rusher? And we talked about Jamonte Waller. I assume he's playing there, and Steven Souls.
Yep.
I would assume Charlie Collins.
Yep.
I don't know, it's Ken Talley or not Ken Talley, but
Sellers.
Trent Sellers.
Yep.
Who
You
else?
got 'em.
Is that everybody?
And Witten's there.
Mm.
Okay. First, you want the dynamic pass rusher. That's what you're looking for. I want a dynamic guy who can bring that to the table. But he's still got to be able. He's got to play the run. He's got to sit the run. So most of the time we're talking about him is, hey, he's got to be able to, at least be able to handle a tight end. Can he handle a tight end? All right. And does he bring something to you as far as the pass rush ability? And then you want a guy that just comes third down. He needs to impact the football game.
Yeah, Chad, I had a question for you, and I was going to ask all three of y'all this just briefly. The benefits of having a off-season thing where you have captains and teams and they compete. What do you get from that? And are you one of the coaches assigned to a team?
I was actually given the title of commissioner. I still don't know exactly what my role is now. Actually, just the big thing is carrying out Coach Silverfield's plan. That I think that's what commissioner means. But I'm not assigned to a team. I think a lot of the thought process behind it, especially with the special teams piece, is being able to float and evaluate and look at guys. But I think it's invaluable what we're doing right now. One, you're putting guys on teams, so you got different positions that are getting together. It could be offense, defense, it could be specialists, it could be whatever. So there's some type of brotherhood or some type of bond that's kind of forming. I think also too we're able to put position coaches as leaders and captains on the team as well. So you may have an offensive line coach that's with a corner, and that ability to build those relationships. I think that's invaluable because of this day and age in college football where your team's totally different. It could be totally different from year to year. The ability to connect sooner rather than later obviously helps you be a better football team. So been really excited about what we've been doing with this team competition stuff. You obviously can work on the skill sets and the athletic ability and see all that type of stuff, but I think it's that connection piece that's really been good for us.
Yeah, and the same question for y'all too. And are y'all with a team specific? Either way.
No, I'm not on team. So really, he's got it set up to us to be able to evaluate players, watch them, see how they're responding to adversity, see how they push themselves, and also be able to see the movement skills and things, and trying to get a better valuation of the players.
Yeah, that makes sense. And your thoughts on the benefits of doing this?
I think it's about the camaraderie of bringing the team together, and what Coach said. Offensive line coaches are coaching DBs, and DBs are going against DBs. It's not offense versus defense. It's guys coming together. One thing that's going to guarantee losses and going to guarantee failure is a lack of camaraderie on the team, and a team that is split. And that's what this does. It brings guys together. It allows guys who normally don't work together to work together. It allows the locker room to get to know each other, and allows the coaches to get to know other players. Like we said, running back coaches coaching linebacker, that's a big deal because we all got the same goal in the end. So it's great to that. And then, like Coach Ron said, being able to watch these guys compete and watch these guys move and see who will finish and see who will make a mistake and slip and fall down and get back up and still go to work. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for guys who, want to see a guy win every single rep, cool. But you want to see a guy fail and see how he reacts to that too. And then we start to learn who we got.
Coach Cramsey, Arkansas fans got to see a little bit of KJ Jackson last year. You got to be around AJ Hill a lot. Just what about him made it such a priority to bring him over with you? Kind of what does he bring to the table?
To bring AJ over with it, AJ's a big body. He's 6'5", 6'6", 240 pounds. He got a live arm. All that stuff is great. At the quarterback position, the skill set is about 15-20% of what it takes to really play that position. One of the best traits of his is his poise. His control. We had to put him in the game a couple of times last year as a true freshman, and he was so calm. He was so cool. He was telling people where to go, telling people what to do. Football is this kid's life. He does fine in school, and he has a good social life and all that happy stuff. But football is this kid's life. You can see when you start talking ball with him, you see him light up, and you see him really get dialed in, and that's what he understands, and that's what he wants to learn. So his intangibles is what makes him who he is. The fact that he's 6'6", 240 and can spin it and is athletic enough to put a little bit of threat in the defenses in the run game helps out, But for a kid to be able to go in as a 17-year-old last year and step in and execute a 2-minute drive to put us in a situation to win, man, that's pretty impressive for a kid.
Coach Roberts, for you, talking to a few of the defensive transfers this offseason, they mentioned how excited they are to come to the SEC, the level of competition that it brings. For you, having prior experience in the SEC, does that make you maybe more comfortable coming to another SEC program where everything's kind of new?
It probably the experience of being there, probably understanding really who we're going against, and have a better idea of the familiarity with some of the coordinators and things like that. You're gonna get that help. The excitement again for everybody across the board, I think right now is just like everybody is like Coach said. You got a clean slate. What the sky's the limit. Anything your dreams can come possible. You know what I mean? So it's all really coming down to how we're going to conduct our business over the next 6 months, really, to get ourselves some preparation. And then once we get into the fall camp, then it's all right. Here we go, and it's how we're going to conduct ourselves on a daily basis.
Guys, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Appreciate you.